to XRL and welcome to the X2 race here, the opening race of the season here in Bahrain. This is the last opening race. Obviously we've had all of the other ones in X1, 3 and Dev, so this is the final one tonight. Hopefully it's going to be a good one. Joining me here I have Mr. Anderson, his first time commentating actually. How are you doing today?
Not too bad. Yourself?
I'm doing wonderful, thank you. Looking forward to today's race. We've got 18 drivers, which is pretty good. So yeah, should be a good one.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to it.
Okay, we should be heading in soon. Probably just checking if anyone else is joining. I believe Whippy should be racing, but he, for whatever reason, can't connect, so not sure if he's going to be driving, and then we're missing one other, so... There we go, we are going in 20 seconds now, and as usual we'll have our full qualifying Q1, 2 and 3, where the slowest 5 will be knocked out. So yeah, 10 seconds now until we get into Q1.
It's going to be interesting to see where everyone's pace is right in the first round.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, we have, I believe there's a few new drivers who have moved up or down, and yeah, being obviously on the new game as well, everyone's going to be a bit different. Maybe some people have got better as the new games come out, some people may have got worse, and yeah, so really I haven't actually commentated on X2 for, I think, since maybe the season before last, so I'm not too sure on the complete paces, so it is sort of a blind race, but hopefully Q1 will give us a rough idea of who to look out for.
I'll be keeping an eye on the new ones from X3, Prudish, Asda, and also Fiend and Dave for reserving. Be interesting to see.
Alright, here we are in the first session. I'm not confirmed, but I presume it's going to be a dry race and qualifying, seeing as it is in a desert, but I'll double check that, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be dry. Right, now we have to play the waiting game for first car to come
Who's
out.
in first? Yeah.
Usually there's at least someone who comes up straight away, but seems to be a bit slow. Good evening, Waddington. Hopefully you're doing okay.
Asda's out first.
Ooh, Asda. Now, I did last season in Dev, he raced, so I am a bit familiar with Asda, so we'll have to see how he does in the Alfa Romeo. Obviously, being the new game as well, we'll have the updated liveries. Alfa Romeo it's not a massive change, but it is a change from last year.
Yeah.
And obviously you've got the major ones like Alpine and Aston Martin.
Don't shuffle here as well from X3. Interesting.
Right, so Asda coming on to the back straight now, about to start the first lap here in Q1. Let's ride on board and see what he's able to do. So DRS wide open here on the pit straight, very heavy braking coming into turn 1, almost a full 180 degrees, straight left and then right for turn 2 and 3 onto the second straightaway DRS straight. A lot of overtaking is going to be happening here. Sector 1 is the main spot really. Bit of a lighter braking zone here into turn 4, and he Asda's round into the wall, and that looks like some wing damage.
Yep.
Oh, that is unlucky.
Yeah.
First car out on track. First spin of the season, it's straight away. Just looks like probably just a bit too much power put down there coming out of the corner. So he is going to be probably headed back to the pits now. Let's see who is going to be next to set their lap. I believe it might be Stone Shuffle. Yep, here we are on board with Stone Shuffle coming into turn 10, one of the more tricky corners here, very heavy braking downhill, probably going to be a lot of lockups there. Onto yet again the final DRS straight.
Llama spun, it only went off.
Ooh, Llama, another one already. Seems like people are struggling here with traction already, probably because it's a fresh track to be fair, but we'll have to see how that plans out. Alright, back on board with Stone Shuffle coming down the back straight.
Turn 12.
Another one. A lot of spins already. 3 drivers straight away.
Yep.
Stone Shuffle though has kept it clean, and it's a 1:27.6. I believe, I'm not sure, I believe it, I know in Dev we had a 1:26, I think 1:25 as well, so I think our 1:27 is a decent time, not too bad. We'll have to see whether he's able to keep that time, or whether he's going to have to improve it once more cars set a lap.
Steve, 1:27.2.
There we go, a few more times set on the board.
Yep.
Bull Beast making into the 1:25s just about, puts him on the top spot for now. Let's go down to Prudish now, as he is in a lovely Mercedes on his lap.
Oh, Fiend!
Might be getting some slipstream here actually. Oh, Fiend just ahead of Prudish here.
Oh, he's unlucky there.
Goes off, that's the wing gone, look at that. 100%, all of his wings off there.
Let's see what Prudish does.
Yeah, there are a lot of spins today.
A 1:26.1.
That is not bad. We've got a lot of people still in the pits. Only 7 laps have been set. So, interesting. Obviously, a few of those were the drivers that had some wing damage, but a lot of people choosing just not to go out yet. Probably because the track's still quite cool, and they don't want to do the same as others and start spinning everywhere. Llama there setting another lap, a 1:26.0. Him and his, I believe that's very confusing with the colour cards. I don't actually think no, that's not his teammate. Bull Beast and Llama, the blues look very similar, but 2 blues on top at the moment.
Yep. Yeah. Prudish just about to cross the line. Does he fit faster? He does. Will stop. 1:25.9.
Just ahead of Bull Beast, not by much though.
No.
So it's still looking very close. The whole of the top 3 there actually are literally, you could say they got the same time really. There's not much difference between them. Young manoeuvre now starting on his hot lap in the McLaren. Some more yellow flags. I think that's just people going a bit slowly. I don't think anyone's spun again.
I think Low's run out of fuel.
Ah, okay. Well, that is not ideal for him.
No. I think Prudis has done the same.
Yeah, it does sound like it here, because Young Manoeuvre's coming up to him. Luckily, he doesn't get in his way. Young Manoeuvre coming across the line to get in P4 with a 1:26.689. Fairly respectable time there.
Yep.
Asda is back out again after his incident last time. Hopefully the same doesn't happen. He's kept the whole lap clean, it seems, unless he missed something. No, his wing is intact. He has got the fuel warning though. Hopefully he doesn't run out on this lap. He shouldn't, but maybe next lap.
Up to 8.
He manages to get to P8, just behind his teammate of Low. We'll have to see how that goes. He may need to go out again because obviously it is only P8, but as we've said, not a lot of drivers setting a time yet, so we still aren't too sure of what the cut-off time is going to be. Because of the shortened number of drivers, obviously only the bottom 3, 16th to 18th, will be eliminated, so a few less than usual, but still a fair amount, and we may be seeing a bit of
Asda's out.
unfortunate incidents, if anyone. Oh, Asda! There we go, that is an unfortunate incident. Asda has crashed out of the race, and that will be his race over. That is very unfortunate. Sorry, not race qualifying over, because he is crashed out on track, so he will not be going forward into qualifying 2. The first proper crash of the race. He's already crashed once actually, same with a few other guys, but no one has been unlucky enough to go out. Unfortunately though, it's happened here to Asda. Let's see if, I think he's despawned there, but it is on that turn that seems to get a lot of people, turn 8.
Yep.
In the other tiers there's been a lot of incidents there before. I think it's just a very fast section, then quite heavy braking, so probably lost some traction, and the wall isn't too far away. That is really unfortunate for Asda on the opening race of the season. He will be starting from the back, but hopefully, for his sake, he can make his way up when the race comes. And ooh, Pelly there getting a little bit twitchy, but he seems okay now.
On board with Zol, he's coming down the back straight.
And the lovely Aston Martin, probably one of my favourite liveries. Very nice to look, especially at Bahrain.
Was 8th by 1:27.2.
Not too bad there from Zola, right in the middle pretty much.
Yep.
Let's go on board here with Torpedo in the Alpha Tauri. Here we go, XRL Torpedo coming across the line to get to P11 with a 1:27.4. And go on board here with Asmo just coming across the line. Now goes to P4 with a 1:26.2. A very nice time there. Joining his teammate there in the top 5. And it's actually a very blue card top 5 there. You've got... God, this can be difficult. You've got 2 Mercedes, the Williams, and then I believe that's an Alpine. So, very blue top 5. Wonder if that will change.
XR Pele coming round in the corner. Sixth with a 1:26.7.
I think there is a yellow flag. I think that is Freddie Watts. He seems okay now. Maybe just had a bit of a wobble, but he is on his outlap, so shouldn't matter too much. And 2 drivers still to set a lap, both of which are out on track. Smoothie, we are on board with now, just beginning his hot lap.
Yellow.
More yellow flags. Looks like, yeah, it's just letting people through there.
On board with Stone Shuffle, seeing what he's doing. Up to 10th. 1:26.9, good lap.
Smoothie managed to get to 16th. He is going to have to improve on that if he wants to stay in. Freddie Watts, the final person to set their first lap. We have just over 3 minutes left, so not too long left now. People are going to be starting to move out. Those, I'd say, probably if you're anywhere above 10th, you're fairly safe. You probably just want to be out just in case. I mean, top 5, you're definitely safe, but yeah, just those people sort of 11th and below need to be getting out now and starting to think about how they can improve and hopefully save their spot for Q2.
What's Freddie going to say? Let's see. Oh, wow.
Ooh.
1:25.4.
A very good lap. That
Yep.
puts him right at the top. And he is definitely safe then. That has pushed Torpedo down though into the cut-off zone. Him, his teammate John, and Smooth E need to improve. Smooth E and John are both out on board here, with John seeing if he is able to get a few more tenths. He does need to improve by quite a bit if he wants to be safe, but it's certainly not something he can't do. And a few retiring in the pits now.
Yep.
Here we go, Jabus John. Can he improve? He can, up to P11, 1:26.7. That is probably good actually. And we just have Smoothing and Torpedo to watch now. We'll have to see if they push anyone down.
Lowe is also out on track to see if he can beat his time.
Yeah, Lowe does need to improve here. He is on some slightly older tyres, so it's a risky one, but he's coming across the line and he has actually, oh, he's gone 10 seconds slower, so I think that was just a warm-up lap. This seems to be his proper lap now. Here we go then, Smoothie about to come across the line, might be his only chance. He gets a P12, that is safe. Now it is all up to Lowe and Torpedo. Dave and Stone Shuffle are in the pit lane, they won't have time to come out. So if either of these two improve and get to the top 15, Dave or Stone Shuffle could be in a bit of a tricky spot. So they are just going to be hoping, fingers crossed, that these two don't improve, but I'm sure these two definitely want to be improving. Let's go on board with Torpedo. He's on the back straight now. He's currently in 18th. Can he get any higher? He needs to improve by only about half a second, so it isn't too much to ask for. Here we go, coming on to the pit straight now. DRS is coming open. He comes across the line, and he only gets to 16th. So close, so close. That is literally less than a hundredth.
I think
not a hundredth, 10th.
Lowe is out as well.
Very close. Yeah, Lowe is the final one who can improve. He's on some older tyres, and he doesn't seem to be using much ERS. And
he's
yeah, into the pits he goes.
Yep.
So that is it for Q1, and eliminated we have Torpedo, Lowe and Asda with the retirement. So 3 drivers eliminated, and now we move on to Q2. Dave in the Twitch chat with a smiley emoji, probably because he's safe and into Q2 of a close call, but doesn't matter how you get there, I suppose. There you go, there are your results. Freddie Watts with the fastest time of the session, almost half a second quicker than Prudish behind him. So that is looking like someone to be watching out for when we get to our faster sessions, and obviously the race as well if he does well. And there are your 3 eliminated drivers. Here we go now into Q2. The full 5 will be eliminated here, so a lot to fight for. And of course, as usual, the medium tyres are coming out. Whatever tyre you set your fastest time on here, if you get into the top 10, you'll start on that tyre. So the mediums are usually the preferred one for the race strategy. However, they are slower, so we're going to have to see how that pans out. And it seems like we have, I believe, Young Maneuver coming out first.
Yeah.
And Anderson, seeing as you were I believe, racing in X3. What is, in your opinion, the best strategy here for the race?
For me, it's got to be medium hard for this, especially. It's the mediums if you start on the softs, you're gonna have to pit, fairly early. Meanwhile, everyone's in medium stretching out the time, and you only have to do a one stop if you don't get any major safety car. So yeah, definitely medium hard. Got to be the way. It'll be interesting to see if people do keep the softs though. Still in shuffle out in softs at the moment.
Alright, young manoeuvre now for the first lap of Q2. Hopefully we don't curse another driver and that he doesn't spin or anything, but fingers crossed. Go on board here and watch through this lap.
Ooh.
That was close, a bit of a
Yeah.
wobble, but he's kept it under control.
Ooh, sector 2, Llama's gone.
Llama's out. Oh dear.
Same.
Another driver. See if we can catch it. Same spot.
That same spot is taken out Asda, and I also believe I went out there in Q3 and X3 as well. So it's gaining quite a lot of people. It's grabbing a lot of people today.
Oh, and we've missed it, but young manoeuvre is going quite slowly, but a lot of drama there, and that is unfortunate for Llama. He will be out of the session. Unfortunately, he didn't even get to set a time, so yeah, definitely not going to be moving forwards, but still he'll have the race to hopefully prove himself. And let's see, who's going to be the first one to set a lap? It might be, I believe, oh no, it wouldn't be Edgar, because Edgar has spun round another one, and that is his wing completely gone.
Yep, gone.
Just at the exit of turn 12, I presume he's probably caught the curb there, which if you do catch that curb, not much you can do, you are usually gone. But drama already, the 3 people already having to, or 2 out of 3 to abort those laps, 1 unfortunately not being able to set that lap, but Stone Shuffle with a 1:26.9, the first lap on the table on the soft tyres. It does seem like most people going for the mediums because, as you said, that is the best for strategy. And another.
He did well to cover there. Did a full 360.
And Extra Waldo now about to set the second time there. Oh, it's a 1:33.1. Something must have happened there because usually he'd be going a bit quicker than that. Fiend with the 1:27.1 just in between the 2 Haas cars there.
Very nice lap in the mediums there by Fiend.
Yeah, that is a good lap, especially it's very close to that soft lap from Stone Shuffle.
Ooh, no, one's gone. Was that Fiend?
Fiend, I believe.
Yeah.
That is. Oh, and who's that? There's another one just gone into him. At the same spot.
It's Dave.
2 people. 2 people literally at the same spot. I don't actually think they touched. It was very close. Dave and Fiend literally just before that turn 8 where people have crashed before. That seems to be that sector 2 spot. That little windy part of sector 2 is the main spot to crash or spin out. So the drivers really need to be careful around there, because that is probably the worst spot to go as well, because people come very fast through there, and as we've just seen, they almost hit into each other. So we may see a bit of action in the race if anything happens there, especially at the start, because everyone's going to be very packed together. And Prudish Medal managed to set a 1:26.8, which puts him in P2 on the mediums. Pelly now coming round the final 2 corners, and there's another driver off.
Yep. Jeebus John.
Jeebus John has spun round. Another spot there. If you put too much power on, that is, I mean, you can't do anything really. And Pelly only managing to set a 1:30.3. He's probably going to have to try again if he wants to be safe into Q3.
Ooh, he's gone again. Dave's gone again.
Oh no, Dave
Off
again.
Sector 1. Just right at the end.
Seems like at first there was that one spot everyone's going, now it's just everywhere. There's just spins after spins.
His tyres are too hot.
His tyres, yeah, he's pushing already and he's almost gone again there. He does need to be careful, because if he goes into that wall and takes a tyre off, even though he has set a time, he will be 100% out of the session. So I think just safely back to the pits is his best shout now.
He won't be wanting to do any more laps in the mediums, that's for sure. Okay, Haley coming round, and still it's up to 6.
Yeah, he did improve by quite a bit, getting into the 1:27s, but still it isn't much to... Someone set a time, was that Bull Beast? I think, just there.
Yep.
Going up to P3. And Edgar with a 1:26.096 on the fresh soft tyres gets into the top spot. Just quite a bit actually, more than half a second ahead of Stone Shuffle in P2. That is a good lap from him on the softs though, so doesn't like he is trying to go for that optimal race strategy, but we'll have to see how that pans out. Zola sets a 1:28.2 on the mediums to get into P9. Asmo has invalidated his lap, so he's going to have to try again. See if anyone else looks like they are on a lap. I think possibly Dave has gone for another one. And it's a 1:28.1 from Dave, just bumping up one spot into P9. That puts Zola now in P10, just at that cusp of being knocked out. Asmo is going around for another lap now. Hopefully he doesn't invalidate like last time.
Let's see what Freddie does. He's just coming round now. He's on his outlet.
Yeah, we'll watch on board after, because Freddie was the quickest in Q1 by a decent margin, so even though he's on the mediums, I have a feeling he may be looking to get into the top 3. And Asmo goes to P6 with a 127.0. A decent lap there. Let's go on with Freddie now as he is coming into middle of sector 2. It's looking good already. Getting that line just so perfect. He's so close to that curve, but not too close so he doesn't spin. Getting the power down early on the straight as well. Here we go, let's see where Freddie's able to get. Comes across the line.
P6.
And it's only P6. Not bad, but not what we were looking at considering his P1 in Q1, but still not bad. Maybe he's just saving it until he gets to the important bit of Q3. We'll have to wait and see. Maybe it was just a bit of a trick, his Q1 performance, but yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Smooth E is the last person now to set a lap.
Young Manoeuvres came back out on soft as he is sitting 11th.
Yeah, and with only a minute and a half left to go, you probably should be trying to get out. Zola has retired in the pit lane, meaning he will be out of Q2. Smooth E only managed to get to 13th, so he is going to have to try and set another lap, or he will also be out. Pelly is staying in the pits, so if anyone in the bottom 3 now because of the 2 retirements, if anyone in that bottom 3 improves, Pelly will be out of the session. Let's watch back on board with Smoothie and see if he's going for another lap. Alright, here we go. Smoothie in the McLaren. This is his last chance to improve.
Does
he gets to P12, but it's just not enough.
No.
His teammate though, Young Maneuver, is on the soft tyres. That gives him a good advantage to get out of the top 10. He doesn't need to improve by much either. So if he can get this lap right, I reckon he'll be coming on to Q3. Here we go, Young Maneuver round on to the pit straight. DRS open, can he improve? I think he did. And I believe Young Maneuver is safe. I'll have to wait and see for the confirmation, but it looked like it was quick enough.
Yep. P2. Yep.
P2, definitely quick enough then. So, out of the session, we have Pelly with a 127.3, Smoothie with a 127.8, Zola with a 128.0, Dave with a 128.1, and Llama, who unfortunately crashed out at the beginning of the session. So your full 5 out then, and fastest of this session was Edgar. So it's still a bit of a mystery of who's going to be aiming for that top spot. Obviously, they will all be aiming for the top spot, but who are the likely ones to be getting that top spot? I honestly couldn't tell you. I thought it was going to be Freddie at the start. He has only got P8 here, but maybe he can pick it back up for Q3. And obviously Edgar now getting in that top spot could be a potential pole position person, but we'll have to wait and see, I suppose, as we now go on to Q3, where the top 10 will be in the shootout for pole position. Alright, I think we're just waiting for some of the drivers to press A and get to the next session.
Yeah, there's not a timer on it anymore, is there? It just needs, everyone needs to press A. There we go.
Right, here we go. 5 seconds until we get to Q3.
Right. Who's going to be out first?
I think it's either going to be everyone at once or no one. I think I can see a few cars already though.
Yep.
Coming out of their
There's
pit box.
British and Fee as well.
Looks like it is going to be Prudish out first, just ahead of the Ferrari.
Freddie out as well. And the Red Bull.
So, in Q3, unless you time it perfectly or have enough tyres, you usually only set 2 laps. So you have to make it count. Quite often it is the second set of laps at the quickest, but we have seen it where the first one could be quickest, so we could already be seeing pole position laps set. We obviously won't know till the end, but definitely going to watch closely at all of these laps. The arguably 10 fastest drivers here all shooting out for the first pole position of the season. And I think at Bahrain, pole position can be helpful. Obviously it is in every race, but it is an okay overtaking track, Bahrain. But pole position, if you get a good run into turn 1 and can get ahead by the second straight, you are usually in a good position to start taking the lead of the race. And that is someone, I believe that is just someone letting someone else through. Don't think anyone's spun just yet. Just touch wood there. Here we go though, on board with Prix medal for the first lap of Q3. Let's hope it is a valid lap, hopefully, and that you can beat it. Looked pretty decent there through sector 1. Here we go into turn 10. He has a bit of a lock-up I can hear, but nothing too bad. Almost onto the final sector, where it's mainly not too many corners actually. You've got a few heavy braking ones, but it's just mainly that long straight. So the exit coming out of here is the most important part really, because there's no DRS here. Nothing to give you that boost of energy. Needs to brake well here, try not to get too much on the curb. Decent exit, was a good lap here. DRS open, what's it going to be? And it's a 1:25.8, that is a very good lap. Not a bad lap at all. His teammate Fiend literally very, very close behind him. Freddie though with a 1:25.6, just ahead of Prudish, not by much, but it's ahead. A good lap from the Red Bull driver there, puts him on the provisional pole position spot. We've got a Haas who has invalidated. Waldo has invalidated his lap. He is going to be going again, looks like, but it was an invalidation. Let's keep on board though, as he comes onto his lap. Actually, let's go on board. Oh no, Bull Beast has also invalidated, so we'll go back to Waldo. But a good lap there from Freddie, and both the Mercedes as well, actually, looking very good. And Waldo spins around, coming out of turn 2 and 3, and that is his lap gone. He's tried twice, and that is unfortunate because the tyres will be gone, and he won't be able to set another lap really on those, I reckon. So hopefully he's got another set in the garage, or he may be in a bit of a tricky spot. But yeah, those tyres are going to be pretty warm now, and that lap is definitely gone. Oh, and he's gone again. Those tyres are definitely shot into the gravel. He's somehow still facing the right way, but
lucky.
Yeah, he just needs to go back to the pits now.
Oh.
He needs to be a bit careful. There's no reason to push.
Will be sent to the pits.
It's interesting there. Bull Beast invalidated and hasn't chosen to try again. Maybe he saw what happened to Waldo and thought it wasn't a good idea.
We've got Edgar and Asmo on an outlap, so they'll be the ones to keep an eye on.
Yep, and Waldo there going into the pits. Let's switch our focus now to the Ferrari of Edgar as he comes along into his outlap. And Llama there, I believe, is just disconnected. He is not in this session particularly, but hopefully he can get back in before the start of the race.
Right, here we go. Can he beat a 1:25.6?
Seems like, well, only 3 times set, but yeah, I think if you get into the 125s, you are in a pretty good spot to be at the front of the pack, but just need to be getting into the lower end now of 125s, and that is going to be provisional pole. It's not impossible, but it is going to be difficult. So let's watch on board here for Edgar's lap. Was an okay sector 1, a little bit scruffy at some points, being very aggressive here with his turning and braking, but if it works, it works.
It's a good sector, that.
Yeah, that
Purple
was very
sector,
nice,
yep.
very clean. Right, this final corner is one of the most difficult. He's taking it well though.
Yep.
Let's see where he goes.
4th.
He only sticks to P4. Not bad. It's a 126.1. It's still not far off of the drivers in front, so I don't reckon it'll be too bad. Stone Shuffle with a 126.9. That puts him in P5. We've got a lot of drivers out. Let's go on board here with John as he is coming for his first lap. He's got purple sector 2 there. And he's coming on now to the end of the lap. And he manages to get to P6. We've got 3 drivers still. Bull Beast is one of them.
Bull Beast, yep.
Flags.
Bull Beast about to come up to turn 12. Another purple sector to do it. Ooh, a 125.5.
Oh, that is a good lap from
the
Williams of Bull Beast. That is provisional pole position with a 125.585. A very, very solid lap. And he'll be very happy with that. Let's see his teammate now. His teammate goes to P3 with a 125.6. They are now only separated by Freddie and the Red Bull, with the Williams drivers looking to be very strong out on track today. Those are 2 very, very good laps.
Someone's got off, someone spun. It was Asmo.
Oh dear.
No, it was Bull Beast, sorry, it was Bull Beast.
Bull Beast on a cooldown lap has gone around. Go to young manoeuvre here, comes across to set his lap.
7th.
Not bad, not bad. Waldo then, the only driver not to set a time. What will it be? 1 minute 25 left, so not long.
10th.
And Waldo, unfortunately, goes to 10th. The 2 Hasses not having the best of sessions here. It is only a 130.9 from Waldo, so
I think he's going to get in.
Probably, yeah, I think he may have done something wrong on that lap. But let's see who else is. And John has retired in the pit lane. So that is his session over. He is in P8 now, but he may be dropping down a bit more. We'll have to see. Let's see Freddie going around for another lap now on some fresh tyres. And Bull Beast going into the pits. He's only set 1 lap, but it was a very good lap, so he'll be hoping that Freddie can't beat it. Freddie did do a purple sector 1, so that is his best so far. We'll see in the top right. We'll say how quick his sector 2 was once he gets to it.
Waldo's on a fast sector 2, but Coming on final corner now.
Waldo 4 seconds up on his time.
Well, fourth, a 1:25.8.
That is good there from
That is
Waldo.
good, yeah. A strong lap.
And a lot of drivers now finished. P1 and 3 both finished their race, their sessions, which probably means we've only got 1 or 2 drivers that are going to be in contention for pole.
Freddie's up on his time.
Freddie is up on his time. Can this be the pole position lap? He doesn't need to improve by much. He comes across the line.
Pole.
And it's a pole position, provisional pole, at least a 1:25.2. What a lap there from Freddie Watts. That is the top spot. Not many people can stop him from getting that now. Let's see if Prudish can be one of those. Can Prudish take it? Prudish gets to P2. A very good time with a 1:25.4. A brilliant lap there, and Stone Shuffle is going slowly. He is finishing his lap. Young Maneuver is the final car then. Who can steal it? But Freddie Watts with possibly pole position. Prudish as well with a brilliant lap to get into P2.
Don't think Young's going. Yeah, Young's not improved. No.
No, he isn't improved. He's going quite slow there. So there we go. That is it.
That is it.
Freddie Watts 07 with the pole position. A very close qualifying actually. All of the pretty much top 7 within a second of each other. So that is really great to see. But particularly well done to Freddie Watts. A good time. Just a bit more than 2/10 ahead of Prudish Medal. And he'll be happy with that. One of my predictions, as we said in Q1, he got the top spot, but obviously it will now all come down to the race where it matters. But yeah, let's wait and see and wait till lights out. We'll obviously have our little 5-minute break, so hopefully other drivers press A and ready up. They're all fairly experienced though, so I doubt that will happen. But yeah, very well done there for Freddie, and there you go. That is your qualifying results.
Short break now, 5 minutes. And we're going at 3 minutes past 9.
Alright, well, as we are in the little break now, I want to ask you, do you think we're going to have a safety car lap 1?
about to start.
We certainly are. Here we go then. Getting ready now for lights out. And we'll see what happens. Hopefully it's a clean start. But here we go. 5 seconds now until we get to the grid. Alright, here we go. The 5 lights are coming on.
Oh, they were long.
And the lights are out, and we are underway. It's a very long wait there. A big wobble there from Freddie. Bullbeast coming up the inside, already taking the lead. Bullbeast now down the inside into turn 1 on Freddie Watts. And he's been hit there from a Mercedes. Prudish and a spin. And Fiend is gone. Fiend is gone into the Haas and into the Aston Martin as well. Oh god, there's a big collision here at the back.
Zola.
And I can't see if that's a virtual safety car or safety car, but it's something.
So Waldo's lost his wing. Fiend seems okay unless he's got minor damage.
What a start to the race then, look at that.
Zola,
down 11
no
places
either.
for Waldo and Fiend. Is that a virtual safety car or safety car? Isn't telling me. Virtual, okay. So, not a full safety car, but a virtual one. No retirements yet, but yeah, a lot of damage. All these guys down the back. I think some of them were missing their full wing. So not a great start for some people. There was just, I think it was Prudish hit into possibly Bullbeast, and then his teammate as well. Fiend spun round and all drive through penalty for young manoeuvre. Oh dear, they are absolutely awful to get those drive-throughs. But for the lead of the race, Bullbeast going up 2 positions at the start. A very good start for him.
Asda's gone off.
Asda not having a good time. Bullbeast with the fastest lap to start us off. And yeah, Freddie Watts losing his lead, which isn't ideal for him.
Lama up 7 places. Great start for him.
Yeah, he has had, in terms of places, the best start, so good for him, good for his team as well. And a lot of people are close. No, from what I can tell, no major battles happening. We've got Edgar here, who's quite close to Asmo. Obviously no DRS for the first 2 laps, so once that is introduced, hopefully we'll start to see some overtakes, especially for that top 3. They're all within a second, so they will be getting DRS if it stays like that. The yellow flag, there's a, is that McLaren? Something's happened here, I think it was...
Lama. That's Lama.
Oh, Lama. Oh, we've jinxed him. We were saying he's had a good start.
He's lost his wing.
Now he is gone round. Oh, his whole wing's gone. That's 100% a pit stop for him.
Yep.
Very unfortunate there. The RS is enabled though.
Oh. Someone's gone at turn 12.
And someone's gone.
It's Fiend. No, yeah, it's Fiend. It's Fiend.
Fiend still not having a good time. Zola is going to be getting him now. Drag race here on the straight, braking into the final 2 corners, and Zola
gets the job done.
Has got that position.
Maybe not. Team is coming back right up. Asda's there as well.
Edgar's going for a move on Asmo, and with DRS gets it done pretty easily there. Freddie though, very close now to Bullbeast. I reckon once we get onto the straights, maybe looking to stick his nose in.
No contact between Fiend and Asda, could overtake. Dave is up into the points. 5 places. Torpedo as well.
Freddie is going for the move here on Bull Beast right on the outside into turn 1. Bull Beast sticking his elbows out there. A little bit of contact, nothing too bad though. Good defending though from the Williams. Keeping his lead. He is under a lot of pressure though. Look at this. There's a full train now of cars.
Prudish.
In a line. Prudish. Look at that. He is very close here to Freddie.
Very close to contact there.
There was an absolutely brilliant battle in the Development League last night, right at the end. For P2, 3 cars. It was one of the best things I've ever seen. Very good racing as well, so hopefully we see something similar here. So far, nothing too bad in terms of etiquette and racing. It's been quite nice. Hopefully we start to see some more overtakes soon though. But they're just not close enough. You need to be in about 4/10 really. If you're in between, if you're in that 4/10 range, then that's where you can start looking to make that move. Freddie is in that, definitely, but this part of the track is difficult. And there's a yellow flag, and who's that? Edgar. Edgar has gone round and he's almost collected his teammate there, along with Asmo. Oh no, Asmo has got through. I think he's unscathed there. Doesn't look like any damage, and a virtual safety car has been brought out again for, I can presume, just that damage on the floor there.
What's happened to Prudish? He's down to 7th.
Oh, Prudish. Oh, God. He must have been caught up in it as well.
Yeah.
But Edgar into the pits. Possibly, or most likely, a wing change. But look at this. Williams have got 2 drivers in the top 3. So in terms of teams, they are doing the best at the moment. Ferrari were doing quite well, but after that incident, not so good anymore. Edgar is still just about in the points. He should stay there for a bit as well. Virtual safety car has helped him now, because that pit stop he probably would have overtaken if the virtual safety car wasn't there. Let's go back to the top though, because Freddie is still close to Bull Beast, and when this safety car ends, I reckon he'll be right on top of him. Quite difficult sometimes to maintain the delta time of virtual safety cars. 5 seconds for Asda. Oh no, Asda really not having a good race. Safety car is ending though, and Freddie now is making the moves on Bull Beast. He is very close, and he just I think once he gets it done, he may be riding into the sunset on his own, but he just needs to get this move done really. Here we go, he's got DRS. Bull Beast already pulling to that inside line. Weaving a bit, trying to get rid of him so he doesn't have the slipstream. He's gaining on him a lot here. If he was a bit closer, he could have made that move. But maybe here on the next straight. Oh, he's
not the best exit there.
Corner. Yeah. Not quick enough, unfortunately, for Freddie. He's still close though. You can see there in the dirty air he is struggling. This part of the track is the most difficult as well. Very technical, and he's probably not liking it.
Sadly, I think Asda's about to get some blue flags.
Oh, that is not good for Asda. Only on lap 6 as well. I do feel sorry for him. Oh, and Freddie's round in turn 10. Gets out of the way, luckily, of Asmo that was, but Freddie spinning around in turn 10, and that is his chances then of getting Bull Beast gone for now. Asmo luckily didn't get caught up in it, and Freddie as well kept his position, but he is now 3.5 seconds back on Bull Beast, and he's got some warm tyres. That is not good.
But not young and low, sorry, I think it was young and low, yeah. Latimer right in the middle of it all as well.
Yeah, these three are very, very close.
Good exit there. Oh no!
Oh,
Oh,
young
maneuver's
manoeuvre. Oh,
gone.
he's gone.
Oh,
Could that be a safety car? Young manoeuvre crashing into the wall. Turn 10, like we saw Freddie do. He spun, unfortunately.
another
It was only a
VSC.
virtual safety car. Third virtual safety car, though. But very unfortunate for young manoeuvre. Just not really much you could do. Put a bit too much power down, and the wall there is so close. Once you do that, you're sort of screwed. So unfortunate there. He was in a position where he could have made up some places, but his race has ended on lap 6, and the third virtual safety car is brought out. And this actually doesn't seem like it's helping Freddie much. He is even further away from Bull Beast than he was before.
Let's sit away now. Mo's in the pit. Not a great race for the Alfa Romeos.
No, in 16th and 17th, that is, well, apart from if you're young manoeuvre, that's probably the worst
Yeah.
spot you could be in.
Dave's still right up beside Smoothie, so he's got he's got the DRS.
God, oh no. Oh, I have some very... Oh, okay, let's go to Dave here. But Dave gets ahead, but I've got some very unfortunate news for probably everyone. Sebastian Vettel has been disqualified from the Hungarian Grand Prix for not having enough fuel left in his car at the end of the race. Which means that Hamilton is up into P2. And I think I can speak for everyone when we say we don't like that, because I mean it's fair, you know, it is the rules, but oh, that's so unfortunate. But anyway, gonna have to move past that now, go back to X2.
Ooh, Asda's gone wide at turn 12. Jeebus John pits. Asda's retired in the pits.
Alright, so not too much action happening at the moment.
Ooh, Low is gone.
Low is
Gone
out of
sector
the
1.
race.
Safety car, full safety car.
Full course safety car. And that is our first safety car, and that is both Alfa Romeos out of the race. That is very unfortunate for those two. Not, well, probably the worst start of the season he could have had, but it does happen. But there we go, full safety car out already then. Lap 10 of 29.
Zola's into the pits. Waldo, Fiend, and Llama. Zola opting for the softs. Waldo on the mediums.
Interesting for everyone. You'd think the hards could get to the end from here? I think they possibly could.
Probably could, yeah.
But Zola's definitely going to have to pit again.
Yep.
Waldo probably as well.
Yep. Torpedo for 3-second time pen.
I think, I can't remember how long he was, but we had one driver in the development league go on mediums for, I think it was 20 laps or so, so that was very impressive, but it's difficult to do. And pitting now for the two race leaders. Asmo staying out. His teammate did go in, which may have been part of the reason he has stayed out. But that may cost him some valuable time, because he is now going to be in a very bad spot, because he's had to slow down obviously because of the safety car.
Yep.
And he is on very old tyres compared to everyone else, so he may not have done that too well.
Majority of grid now on the hards.
Okay, safety car might be going in this lap if Waldo catches up, which he probably will.
Going to be interesting to see how Zola and Dave play out the softs. Of course, they only last maybe about 6-7 laps.
There we go, safety car, lights are off, it is now going to be coming in at the end of this lap, so Asmo now leading the race, just ahead of his teammate.
Does have to pit again.
Up the pack. He does, yeah, so he is in a bit of a difficult spot, but we'll have to see how long he can last on those mediums. Safety car would have helped that, but here we go. The safety car has gone in, Asmo puts his foot down, and let's see if anyone's able to make a move off of the restart here. It looks pretty spread out. The whole of top three have got a very good start compared to the rest of the grid. Already a second and a half ahead. Two Ferraris getting close. One of them seems to have locked up. Edgar
Sola
and Pelly
down the inside.
wheel to wheel. Pelly's gone.
Oh dear.
Pelly has gone round, and there's massive collisions at the back of the grid here. And Pelly goes into a Haas, who has also got into what looks like an Alpine, and everyone at the back has just had an absolute nightmare there. Oh dear, what has happened? Stone Shuffle and Zola very far back.
Yep.
Trying to see what damage has been caused. Okay, looks like Zola has just got an end plate. Not good. Still not good though.
Waldo's got no wing at all again.
Oh, Waldo with no wing. Stone Shuffle looks okay from what I can see anyway. Pelly looks like he's missing an end plate on the right side, but that is not good. Lama was involved, but he seems to have got away okay. That was interesting. So, I'm not too sure what's happened there. Pelly got spun around. I don't know if it was by his teammate, but he was near his teammate. And then I think it just all toppled down from there. But that is really unlucky for those guys at the back. Luckily, they're still fairly close, because obviously we're still quite tightly packed together. But for those who are going to have to pit, that may be part of their race over now. And at the front here though, it's getting very close.
Yep.
Bullbeast going to move on his teammate. Asmo takes the inside line. Bullbeast just sailing past there, heading into P1. Asmo probably struggling now on those old tyres.
Asmo, yep.
Freddy just about squeezes Asmo
there. Good move there.
Very good, persistent in getting that spot, and he's done it. Now Freddy can focus on Bullbeast. He's been helped there as well by the safety car, because he was further back. Now he's right behind him. Dave has got John down for P6.
Edgar's right up there in 4th as well. His mediums are 8 laps old, so a bit younger than Asmo's.
Yeah, Asmo is really struggling. He's locking up a lot, and as we saw there, he's lost 2 positions rather quickly. So Edgar is going to have to pit soon as well, but not as soon as Asmo, so he's probably going to be trying to overtake him and trying to get some fairly clean air just so he can push for as long as he can, and hopefully try and get ahead of the cars behind him.
DRS just enabled in this lap now. Freddy should have it. After turn 3. Which he does. But far back at the moment.
Same as last time, Freddy is very, very close.
Yep.
This is a difficult straight here to overtake because the corner is not very good. Turn 11 can't really do much, but he is going to hold back a bit, so I think just needs to hold out and stick behind.
Yep. Final corner's going to be crucial for him. Get a good exit. He's right there with him. Which he does. Ooh.
Ooh,
Oh,
bit of wobble
yeah,
there.
bit of wobble, yep.
He's not using any ERS either, I don't think, so he is gaining on him though. Bull Beast goes defensive. He's going to try it around the outside. Freddy, don't think he's close enough. Try to switch back, but he's just not got enough pace. Maybe here though.
Bull Beast
I
lost it
can't
a wee
see
bit
over the
there.
hill. And Bull Beast having a bit of a poor exit. Basically just gives him the position. Edgar almost able to get Asmo there. That's good for Freddy though. Let's see whether Freddy can pull away, or whether maybe Bull Beast is going to try and hold on to that for as long as he can. Because once Freddy's in that clean air and starts pulling away, Bull Beast can't really do much.
No. Still within DRS range here. Get that wide open.
He is just in that DRS range, but he is slipping away.
Yeah, Freddy's still managing to pull away under that.
The fight for P3 though, look, 3 cars now are involved with this. Prudish has managed to catch up. He is on
The hard.
some slightly fresher tyres as well. Be interesting to see how long Asmo can take these mediums. Fastest lap for Freddy. Oh, look at this.
Whoa.
Prudish, Edgar gaining massively. Are they going to go 3 wide into turn 1? They
No.
almost did. Edgar gets ahead of Asmo, so does Prudish. Asmo loses 2 places in one corner.
I think his
Those
tyres are gone
tyres.
now. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's probably going to go for a pit stop now, because there is not much point carrying on. He might as well get on some fresh tyres. But very good moves there from both the drivers, and they've all kept it clean as well, which is good.
Yeah, Freddy's just pulling away now.
Yeah, he's already almost 2 seconds ahead, so he's looking comfortable now, and he can probably get to the end on those tyres as well, so don't want to jinx him, but if he can just keep it clean and at this pace, then he's got this win pretty much in the bag. But Edgar, the fight for P3 is still there. Prudish got ahead, Edgar is still close. Asmo is still within that DRS range, but he's slipping back lap by lap. So it's just a matter of time. Edgar is going to have to pit though. Obviously Asmo will probably pit before him, but Prudish probably isn't too worried at the moment, because he knows even if Edgar gets him, he'll most likely get him in a bit once he takes that pit stop. Maybe Prudish can think about trying to catch up to Bull Beast, or it may be wise just to try and keep those tyres as cool as possible, because obviously he is on not by much, only a lap, but very slightly older tyres than Bull Beast, but it could come down to that at the end of the race, so it might be wise just to keep the tyres fresh and try not to push too hard. We've got a yellow flag.
Aston Martin at Zola.
Zola down in last place. Looks like a spin just before turn 8. We've seen that a lot. And Edgar gaining quickly here on Prudish, but just not close enough to warrant making a move. Let's go back down here, look at Fiend and Smooth E, all close here, the fight for P7. Fiend following very nicely here behind Smooth E. Maybe he can look at making a move somewhere around here. You don't see it often, but can definitely work. He needs to get a good exit. Not bad, he's got DRS, he's used a lot of his energy though.
Yeah. Not quite. He looked at it though, he looked there.
Yeah, he thought about it. He just looked to the side, but yeah, it's a bit risky there. It has cost him to drop back though. Yeah, look at that. Asmo now is out of that second range, so he's going to be pitting Freddy with the fastest lap again.
He's still not pitting. He's still going.
Still not pitting. Chavis John into the pits.
Dave
Same
as well.
With Dave as well, and Fiend gaining here on Smooth E, but Smooth has DRS. However, here, actually no, he won't have DRS. So this could be Fiend's chance now. He's used all of his energy though. He's looking to go down the inside. Smooth is trying. He's defended. He's given it to him, but Fiend just tries to break a bit early. Let's go back up here. Edgar has got past Prudish medals.
Edgar does have to pit as well.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. If I was in Prudish's boots right now, I wouldn't be too worried because, I mean, 20 seconds you lose in a pit stop, so he's more than easily going to be retaking that position. However, he may feel that it's compromised his chances of looking to get P2, but maybe he wasn't really aiming for that. He might just be happy with P3, which is obviously still a very good result, but for now he isn't looking too confident in catching Edgar. He isn't using much ERS either, which probably shows that he is just going to be waiting. And yellow flags, there seems to be an Alpine of Llama. He's off into the gravel.
Prudish has got
lost a few
Edgar.
places in doing that as well. Prudish has got back to Edgar. Asmo is finally pitting. 20 lap hold mediums and onto the softs.
He's done well with them.
They should make it to the end. Zola has gone around again, not having a good race, but fair play to him for carrying on. Ooh, a lot of position changes here. I think Fiend has just got past Smoothie. Asmo on the fresh softs is already making his way up the field. He should be able to get quite high here because everyone in front of him is on some somewhat worn hards, so I reckon he can still recover this and regain maybe even into the top 5 is lucky. Edgar pits finally for mediums, interestingly. Maybe he didn't have any softs left. But you'd think that
Interesting. Yeah.
softs would be the chosen tyre, seeing as there's only 8 or so laps left. I mean, at least he now can push on those
We've got
mediums,
another.
because they'll be...
Zola's off again, unfortunately. At sector 1.
That's unlucky. And he was getting a lap there as well. Not a good race
No.
for Zola. Pelly has got past Stone Shuffle. The two Haas drivers, unfortunately, not doing too well this
Sector
race.
2,
Someone's
Dave is
off.
gone. Dave is on.
always facing backwards
yeah.
on the track.
Oh, he's
Luckily, no one's into him.
gone round again.
Yeah, that could have been dodgy actually. Lucky he was on the... He wasn't in the middle of the track, he was on the side, but yeah.
Five
back up,
second
yeah,
gap at the front.
5 wide, that is a big gap.
Yeah.
Freddie has done very well there to get ahead. Let's have a quick look. There isn't many, but we have penalties. Dave has got 5 seconds, and Torpedo has got 3. And speaking of Torpedo, he is being overtaken here
Dave is
by Lama.
gone
Is that
again.
Dave off again.
Yeah.
Asimo with the fastest
Needs
lap.
to be careful here. Yeah. He's got a 10-second time penalty now.
Oh, 15 seconds, which
Oh,
does mean that Waldo will be getting ahead of him. But also Torpedo will be losing the position at the moment to Asmo and probably Edgar as well.
Yep.
Asmo though, with a very nice drive, he just got fastest lap. He is gaining positions pretty much every lap, so I actually reckon he could get to the top 5 here. Which would be nice, seeing as he, unfortunately, he did get a little bit screwed because he couldn't really pit under the safety car because of his teammate.
He thought about going into turn 10 side by side with Torpedo, but he backed out of it just at the last second.
Probably a wise idea.
Yep.
You can overtake there, but it's
Very risky.
a little bit risky. Especially if the other driver doesn't realise. Look at that, there are the yellow flag.
Waldo's gone.
Haas.
Spun.
Ooh, look at this, Asmo very close. Even without DRS, he's close. So I reckon here on the straight he's going to be getting him.
Yeah.
He's got a very good
get the
exit.
speed there.
Already gaining.
Wow.
Look at that. Brilliant there from Asmo.
Yep.
And that is P7. Now he can start chasing down
Llama.
the the top 6. Zola with the fastest lap. Switching to the soft tyres. Good there from Zola. I don't know what the points count actually if you're outside the top 10, but
I think you do get a point for fastest lap
well,
in both top
if
10
you do, that is pretty
and
good.
the bottom. I'm sure that's...
And in terms of position changes, we've got Llama going up 9, maybe only going up 8 once Asmo overtakes him, but 9 for Llama, 8 for Torpedo, and 7 for Smooth E. So some good racing from those 3. We've got Waldo unfortunately going down 9. Other than that, most people haven't gone down too many, apart from obviously those that have gone out of the race. But overall, I don't think it's been an awful race for a lot of people. Asmo getting Llama there. And up into P6, now he has a 6-second gap to chase down. And I think this is going to be the point where he just has to put his foot down and really try and close this gap, because he'll get to Smooth and then he then has another 5-second gap to get. So it's going to be a challenge, but I reckon he can do it.
Yeah, I've just looked. You do get a point for the fastest lap outside the top 10, so that does count big time.
Well, that's good, although Asmo has just taken it back, so that is another point for him. Well, it might be a bit of a tussle here between them. We've got quite a few people actually. We've got Zola, Waldo, Stone Shuffle, John and Asmo all on some fresh soft tyres, so we may see the fastest lap jumping between those guys. Unfortunately for Freddie, he can't really get the Grand Slam today because he can't really pit onto some fresh softs because he's too close to Bull Beast unless he can do it on the hards. But even so, I think it's still a pretty good result if he can keep this P1. 7-second gap though, very impressive. Heli also onto some fresh softs. We've got a yellow flag. That's Dave.
Dave again, yeah.
He's off again. Is struggling there this race, unfortunately for him. And Jabus John.
Oh, he's gone.
Jabus John is out.
VSC.
The virtual safety car on lap 25. He was very close to Zola. He was lapping Zola. I mean, Zola's a clean driver, so it's unlikely that there was contact with it. It's interesting because it is on kind of the middle of the track. He isn't really near a wall there. So, I mean, I wouldn't think Zola would do anything on purpose, but there may have been some contact there because that is a weird spot to go off. Unless he spun and hit into him or something, but... Okay, Zola confirming in the chat there.
Softs.
Zola saying he went off on his own. I did think that was probably the case, but that's unlucky. He was in the points, I believe, as well, so... Just at the end there, lap 26. He's going to be gutted with that. I don't know whether... I know if you finish a certain percentage of the race, you still technically finish, but he'll be less than P10 anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Oh, Lama's gone into AI there, and Edgar is using that as an advantage and is taking him pretty easily. Ooh, Lama is...
What's happened there?
Something's happened. I think he's back out of AI, but he seems to be something must have happened there. Maybe a
wheel
glitch, audio glitch or something. Here we go. Asmo caught up to Smoothie. Can he get into the top 5? I reckon he can. Smoothie 16 lap hold hards versus his 5 lap hold soft.
No, he just drives by. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good driving there.
Pretty easy overtake.
Yeah, he gets the job done.
Llama and Torpedo going side by side. Torpedo down the inside. A very nice move there. Llama dropping back. Whether he's fighting back though.
We'll go round the outside of him. Good exit.
Ooh. It's very close.
Nice.
Side by. Oh, he's backed out.
Smart there, he's waiting for the DRS now.
Perry with the fastest lap.
Yep.
Look at
Lama
this.
goes right
He's
past.
Absolutely sailing past him there. Torpedo must have, I don't know, very quick. But anyway, Lama back up. See if Torpedo challenges him again. He quite possibly might. But we are on the penultimate lap now of the race, and it doesn't look like much is going to be changing up the top. They are all fairly far apart, and also just to note, Torpedo does have a penalty, so I think even if Lama, even if he does overtake Lama, I don't think he'll be keeping the position, unfortunately. As he's able to get, I think it's 3 seconds ahead. Yeah. He goes down the inside though. It's a nice move, and he is up into P8. Not bad at all, and he has DRS for the next zone as well.
Well, I'm coming back. ERS Open. Don't think it's enough though. Not for this straight.
Okay, we're going to switch now on to Freddie. See if we'll go back to the batter. It looks like he's getting close, but Freddie now, who has done pretty well. He's got almost a 10-second gap.
10 second, yeah.
He got that pole position. Didn't have the greatest of starts, but he just after a spin and safety car managed to get back ahead of Bull Beast. Bull Beast, though, to be fair, has done well, but Freddie has done the best. He has taken this P1 and pretty much kept it since he got it, so unfortunately for Bull Beast not much he could do, but still not bad, and good for Red Bull. Unfortunately he doesn't have a teammate here, so can't do much about that, but as well the two Mercedes actually.
Yeah, they've done a good
P3
race.
and 4. Yeah. Same with the Williams, P2 and P5, so in terms of constructors I think Williams and Mercedes are going to be the ones who, if they can keep this up, are going to be fighting for that top spot. But Freddie, one to look out for the Drivers' Championship. He comes around now, the final two corners for the final time. He crosses the line, and it's a win in Bahrain for Freddie Watts. A
Great
brilliant drive. Bull Beast coming as well. Another good drive from him. He'll be happy with this. Very good opening race of the season, I think, actually. Pretty exciting, some good moves. There's still some fights going on as well, actually. Prudish and Fiend both doing brilliantly.
Well,
3 and 4 for the Mercedes. And Edgar has almost got Smoothie here as they come across the line. Not quite though.
Not quite.
Very, very close, but good from both of those guys as well. Llama coming home in P8. Torpedo coming in P9, and the final points position will go to Stone Shuffle in the Haas.
Good drive from that.
And he will be coming in P10. Yeah, he's done well actually. I haven't seen much of him, but
Dave's
Davey, what's out?
Yeah.
Right at the end. You wouldn't have got points, but still not nice to go at the end. Pelly coming home in P11. And for the unfortunate spin on that safety car restart, really has just been struggling from there. But there you go, that was the Bahrain Grand Prix to open off Season 5 for X2. A pretty fun race, and
yeah.
Llama has been given the in-game driver of the day. But there we go. There you have it, your top three: Freddie, Bull Beast and Prudish Medal. And then is the rest of the order. We had a few retirements, unfortunately. We had 4 actually of Jebus John, Low, Asda and Young Maneuver. It's unfortunate for those guys. I think, yeah, as I thought, who was it? Dave has kept his spot because he completed a certain part of the race, so at least he's not fully out. But yeah, that was a pretty good race there. Alright, well, I think that probably just about wraps it up then.
Yeah.
Unless you want to say anything.
No, great race, great driving, really good. Look forward to next week. Spain's a very different track to drive.
It certainly is. So yeah, join us next week Same time, Sunday at 8 p.m. UK time for Spain, and obviously the rest of the tiers. We have the Development League Saturday at 5, or I will be commentating again, and then as we had today, X1, 2 and 3 next week on Sunday for the Spanish Grand Prix. So thank you very much, Anderson, for joining me.
No, thank you.
I
Good.
believe it will be me and you next week as well, if
Cool.
all goes to plan. So thank you everybody, and goodbye.